In this video, I'll summarize everything coming up in update 1.3 of NTE, and there is a lot to talk about. They also shared redemption codes on the live stream, which I'll write them down below on the pinned comments if you haven't claimed them yet. First of all, we'll get the new main story continuation featuring Scarlet Letter with huge focus in zankou and also hotori. We have 4 banners running during this update. In the first half, we'll have zankou and a rerun banner of nanally, while on the second half we'll bring linkou and a rerun of hotori. Zankou is a dot main DPS that can do a bunch of different things. She can deal break damage in area, she can deal damage that spreads to nearby enemies, she has 2 states, she has self buffs and also scorch buffs. Can also turn invisible to run around monsters and also not be spotted by the police when you commit crimes. And although you will get the ride along and other interactions with her, you don't exactly invite her to your home. Instead, her phantom can visit you, and also her encounters and city hangouts will not be available yet because she's not in Heterotoll yet. But it sounds like it will be someday, so in the future they will add those. Then we have linkou. She has a really fun world ability where she can propel herself upwards to glide around. And her kit is focused in AoE quick swap by triggering follow-up damage and doing synced attacks and hitting the enemies when they are marked by her little ghost. She has a few gimmicks and unique interactions during her combat, which looks like they will be fun, but I'm not sure about in the long run. They could get quite repetitive, kind of like how Cheese Market operates. And of course, their arcs will also be added to the store as usual. And for visuals and outfits, there will be significant graphical improvements with better rendering of the characters in the open world, as well as a new feature called random outfits. If you activate that, certain places like school, home, or pool, the characters will switch outfits automatically, which is really cool. You can also remove certain outfits out of the rotation if you prefer, or if you don't like one of them. Nanally will get new toggable glasses added to her school outfit if you own that. Linkou will get 2 new outfits that were not shown in detail, only the 2D art so far was revealed. Zankou will be released with a new design that looks absolutely amazing, but the good news is that we'll also get her story outfit for free. Not only that, she has many gorgeous outfits, definitely the best one so far. She has this black outfit in the store, this autumn outfit if you pull 200 times in her banner, or if you get lucky, of course, sometimes you can get on the board. This home kimono for the bond rewards when you reach level 10. And zankou as well as Chaos will get a new swimsuit added to the store. While Mint, Nanally, and the Appraiser can also obtain a new swimsuit, but from the mystery boxes instead, which will return in update 1.3 with a new vehicle, the jet ski. You can spend funds or unlive on these up to 15 times, and they each time increase in price, just like it worked with the Porsche and also the Tron bike now in this update. Not only we are getting the jet ski, but we'll also get 2 new vehicles. The dune buggy that can be bought with funds, as well as the bikes that can also be purchased with funds. We'll also get a new home available in the Miguel district, which comes with a farming plot for you to raise crops and sell them for funds by using your city stamina. It sounds like it's going to be almost like a passive way to earn city stamina, so depending on how this works, it could be really good for saving time. For new content, we are getting a huge new map called Duskmoor. That is so insanely huge, it seems to be bigger than the entire map that we have currently available. It looks more countryside with some foresty and farmy areas, and it's so gorgeous, looks very relaxing. Not only that, it's also filled with all sorts of roads and seems to be very focused in driving your car and racing. I personally love the vehicles part of the game the most, so I'm extremely hyped for this. The map will have tons of ramps to propel our cars upwards with some speed boost as well, and there are some perfect areas for drifting with some really curved roads for racing, like with more difficulty, and all of the oracle stones will be attainable with the cars in the areas that you can drive, just to facilitate our exploration, so you don't have to drive around and leave your car all the time to get the oracle stones. All of them are obtainable with the cars themselves. Then in this new map, there will also be a new area that is a beach. In the beach, we'll get a new game mode, the volleyball. Volleyball will have different difficulties, and each character will have strengths and weaknesses with some sort of like RPG elements to it, where you can level them up as you play and increase their stats. But I'll cover all the events in detail when they are actually here. Similar to the car racing, we'll get a weekly online volleyball match to earn funds in exchange of city stamina as well. And we'll also get the new shipwreck with the jet ski, where we can find cargo scattered across the waters, and you need to bring them back to shore. But you also have to manage your jet ski fuel to make sure you can actually come back, or else you lose everything that you gathered. There will also be racing routes for the jet ski, which is amazing. We can race on them, and you can also get the jet ski to drive it freely in the waters. There will be a bunch of new events, like this one about pedaling with a companion on your bike, the Runaway Echoes event, where you escape hordes of monsters trying to kill them with upgraded abilities. It seems to be very similar to Vampire Survivor, so I'm guessing it's kind of like the same game but inside NTE. We'll have the usual daily login for 10 free pulls. We'll get free 56,000 praise gems for the bagel, double phones in the bank heist, double city stamina, pixel surge, phones rush, all of that will return. And of course the new modes will come with events with time limited rewards, and Beyond the Rails will renew as usual. Then we have new permanent game modes additions. To the Warren continent, we'll get the new floor-based monster challenge. This challenge will have two different modes, the standard and the infinite. Standard has 99 floors, and infinite has, well, infinite floors. We'll also get the new hobby, which is construction work. We can lay the ground, dig, and do more depending on what we are asked on that task. The Meow News Flash will come back with new types of scratchers. However, these new scratches will not add to your tycoon level nor to the tycoon rich list anymore, which is really a shame. The hide and seek game, Shadow and Seek, will also come back as a permanent game mode. You can spend city stamina to gain funds from playing this, which is also amazing news. And Going Gone will also become permanent, which I'm so happy because I love that game mode. We'll have now the tycoon incentive funds, and Going Gone will be part of this new system. So the Pink Bank heist always awards us a maximum of 1 million funds when you play through that every cycle. So every 2 weeks you can get 1 million funds by doing the Pink Bank heist. Now you don't need to do the Pink Bank heist if you don't want to, because we have two alternatives. One is the volleyball weekly matches against other people, which can give you extra funds depending on your rank. So you play it for funds normally and spending city stamina, but you can also get an extra fund amount on top of that's drawing from your tycoon incentive fund, which is that same 1 million. And the Going Gone passive income from displaying your collectibles can also count towards that 1 million. I hope it's a lot so we don't have to do as many Pink Bank heists, because they definitely get repetitive over some time, but they didn't tell us the exact values yet. So I'm not sure if you can just have a bunch of stuff in your display case on the Going Gone and now you don't have to do bank anymore. Well, not sure. We'll see that when the update is here. Lastly, they also shared a couple quality of life improvements they will be adding in this update. Bagel will get a new filter for the core catalog. Giving a handwritten letter to a character on the bottom menu will now bring a confirmation screen to make sure you're gifting it to the right person. Open world multiplayer will add a shadow sweep tracker to the hunt together, to make it easier. Quick button to hide the UI will be added as well, which is amazing. You don't have to go over to the settings anymore. The level 16 of Tycoon will boost the city stamina by 200% instead of 100%. And the Pink Paws Bank will get a new minimap, which is really cool. Lastly, they also teased what's coming up in update 1.4, and it will be the Puka Land map with new game modes and anomaly commissions. But that's all they have shared with these visuals, and we'll definitely hear more in the 1.4 live stream when they do it. And that's it for the 1.3 news summarized. I hope this helped. What are you most excited for?